putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
House Intel Committee Chairman Devin Nunes has been very controversial when it comes to the Russia investigation. Well, now he's got the spotlight on him. He has this memo that he and his staff drafted that supposedly shows widespread surveillance abuses by the intelligence community. I'm sure that your social media feeds have been overwhelmed with this hype. Release the memo, release the memo. Well, what's in it? The bigger question is, why won't Devin Nunes release it to the FBI?
Welcome back, everybody. I love how Jake Tapper says, why won't Devin Cuomo, why won't Devin Nunes release that to the FBI? Welcome back, KJRadio.com, where you can find us on the air, on the internet. Why, Jake? I mean, not Mario. What's his name? It's not Mario Cuomo. I forget. It's one of them Cuomos. It ain't Perry Cuomo. Everybody loves. No, that's Dean Martin. Jeez, I'm mixing up all my white boys. Why? Why do they not want to release information to the FBI? Because the FBI is crooked. That's why. But you know who's worse? I'm gonna play the rest of this clip here in a second. Clapper. Clapper's worse. I mean, this is the guy who ran the intelligence for America. And I want you to hear what this clown has to say.
Joining us to discuss, CNN national security analyst and former director of national intelligence, James Clapper. Jim, it's good to have you. Let's start with the seminal question first, which is, what is the chance that this memo, in your opinion, can be accurate, that he has proof that you all, when you were in there before and after, that there were widespread abuses of surveillance to play to political gain for Democrats?
Well, Chris, it sounds a bit hyperbolic to me, and it does conjure up memories of Chairman Nunes, running around the White House compound and getting all kinds of secret information about alleged unmasking abuses, and to my knowledge, there weren't any.
I want to stop there for just a second, folks. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. Notice what Clapper does this every single interview. Every interview when he's asked these questions. First of all, he makes Nunes sound like he's, a kid running around going, I want my candy, I want my candy, right? He's over there running around the White House, just acting like he's a crazy kid or something, like he's on a sugar fit. And, to my knowledge, there's no sugar in the White House. He always says this. He always says, and to my knowledge, that is the quintessential DC get out of jail free card. To my knowledge, well, to your knowledge, maybe he was right. And in this particular case, Clapper, folks, this is not like a 2-year-old interview. This is a recent interview. Clapper is still pretending like the unmasking that we know Susan Rice didn't happen. That's what he's trying to pretend. It's tough to listen to these things and then say to yourself, these are people that are government servants who claim impartiality. Here's what I'll tell you about conservatives. This is why we should ban leftists from government. They should be banned. I know. I'm getting a little touchy now. But they should be. Because as a conservative, right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't care what your political affiliation is. If you were unmasking citizens of the United States and you were a fellow conservative, I would report you. I would whistleblow on you. Doesn't matter. If Donald Trump, what's our litmus test? Okay, I'm going to give it to you because you can't guess it. I've said it on this show before, but here's the deal. If Donald Trump were guilty of the things that the left claim, outside of grabbing women by outside of that, I wouldn't care. And the reason for that is, billionaires get certain things they can do. I might go to jail for doing it. But here's the thing. Donald Trump didn't do it. I just want to be clear. He didn't do it. All right, back to what I was talking about. If Donald Trump had indeed said to Vladimir Putin, hey, look, I think he want to call him Poot, but let's just say they were buddies. So he's like, hey, Poot, look, can you influence the election and do it in my favor? And it was proven. I would be mad about that. If Hillary Clinton were like, I've been telling these conservatives he's trying to do this, and then it turned out that he did, I would be like, whoa, seriously? I'd be mind blown, right? And we would be mad. We would go, hey, why would you do that, Donald Trump? Now, he could rationalize it and say, look, they were cheating. Hillary's talking to other, all these heads of state and things like this. I just figured, we got to even the playing field. And I would go, I understand you wanting to do that because she's a cheater. She's crooked. You were right. She's crooked, Hillary. But, man, we got to win fair and square. I mean, I know it's all serious. And, only the lives of the nation is at stake. Our political destiny, the lives of your kids and your grandkids and the rest of your progeny. Yeah, I get it. But we still want to try to be on the up. In other words, I'm not going to collude with Russia to do anything. But what gets me is the left they know that Hillary Clinton colluded with the Russians. She sold uranium in order to get money for her charity, so-called charity, her extortion racketeering group, the family mafiosos called the Clinton Foundation. She used everybody in her power to do so. Podesta, Huma Abedin, Cheryl Mills, and all others. She did this. Barack Obama was complicit. They utilized the FBI. They, as they say, weaponized the FBI against Donald Trump. We have proven multiple times that these people are the ones who colluded against Donald Trump, not the other way around. And they still play this game. That's what I don't get. And so I contend people know this. I contend that the left recognizes this. They're not going to say it at the top level. You're never going to get in one of these leftists, high rank, like you'll never get a Chuck Schumer to go, you know what? We screwed up, man. Debbie Wasserman Schultz should have never been cheating Bernie Sanders. Hillary Clinton should never have been allowed to run the DNC. She should have completely cut the cord between the State Department and the Clinton Foundation. We know that they've done some shenanigans and we need to investigate that. Barack Obama putting the FISA court and all these different folks and creating this fake dossier and all this against Donald Trump. It was wrong to do. We never should have done that. We've lost faith in the judicial system, not the judicial system, but the legislative branch and going after these folks. And, who can trust the legality of things that the FBI has done? We need to admit that the FBI, in collusion with the Obama administration, set out to destroy a private citizen who wanted to be president. We have to admit these things. You will never in a million years, any of the things that I said, get Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Obama, you name it. None of them will come anywhere near that. And that's the fact. Those are the truths. And if this had happened under Donald Trump, man, Republicans would be, that's a terrible thing what he's done. It's hard to believe that he can get away with this in this day's society. You would have Republicans talking about this. Now, I'm not going to tell you that they'd be genuine in their pursuits of it because it would all be, well, we're going to say this because it looks good for people or whatever. That's what they'd be doing. They would be trying to get this done for the wrong reasons. It wouldn't be because they believe in the sanctity of conservatism. It would be because, now we can get rid of Donald Trump and go back to business as usual. But there are lots of us who would do it because we would say it's the wrong thing to do. It'll never happen with the left. Never. Disingenuous to their core. So, we need to play the rest of the Tapper interview.
I think there's a couple cautionary notes here. First, this was not bipartisan, and I do find it strange that if he found these profound irregularities in both the Bureau as well as Department of Justice, that he would not have shared that revelation immediately with the Trump-appointed director of the FBI, Director Wray, as well as Attorney General Sessions.
So Clapper is concerned that he didn't share this with the FBI, who, by the way, is effectively a criminal enterprise that's operating. And he's going, I wonder why Nunes didn't take it there. If this person was appointed by Donald Trump, well, Mueller was accepted by Donald Trump, and nobody trusts him either. The only thing he did was he let Mueller do what he's going to do, eventually in this investigation by cutting the heads off a bunch of lefties.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.